Excellence in Research Methodology. Today's interactive workshop focuses on the title Research Ethics and Methodological Integrity by Dr. Ram Krishnan, Assistant Professor, Head of the Department, Indus International University, Una, Himachal Pradesh. So, this is specifically designed to tackle the challenges learners face when writing master's dissertation and any other dissertation. Our focus is on navigating the complex and intersection of theoretical foundations and practical applications, ensuring a seamless research experience. Join us to overcome hurdles, bridge the theory practice gap, and produce high quality research. The session is over to you, sir. I call upon Dr. Blessy, ma'am, for the introduction.
Thank you, ma'am. We are honored to welcome Dr. Ram Krishnan, an esteemed academician, researcher, and leader in the field of English literature and language. Dr. Ram is currently serving as an assistant professor and head of the Department of English at Indus International University, Una, Himachal Pradesh, where he has made a significant contributions to both the academic and administrative landscape. Dr. Krishnan's dedication to education is reflected in his mentorship of numerous scholars. Under his guidance, 3 MPhil students have successfully completed their degree, and 2 PhD students have successfully defended their doctoral thesis. His commitment to nurture the next generation of researchers and academics is truly commendable. A prolific scholar, Dr. Krishnan has published over 20 research papers in various esteemed national and international journals and conferences, showcasing his expertise in diverse areas of English literature and linguistics. His research has not only contributed to academic knowledge, but has also enriched various forums where he has presented numerous papers in seminars, webinars, and conferences. In addition to his academic responsibilities, Dr. Krishnan is currently serving as the Controller of Examinations at Indus International University. His leadership in this role ensures the smooth and fair conduct of examination, further cementing his integral role in the university's operation. Dr. Krishnan's deep commitment to academic excellence and his multifaceted contributions as an educator, researcher, and administrator make him an inspiring figure in the field of higher education. We are delighted to have him today. Please welcome, sir. Dr. Ram, sir. Dr. Ram, sir.
Yeah, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now the forum is yours, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, first of all, very good evening, esteemed faculty, respected guests, and dear attendees. Before I begin my topic, I would like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to SRM, the Department of English and Other Foreign Languages, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts on today's topic, that is research ethics and methodological integrity. I am truly honored to be here today. I especially thankful to Madam Nataya for her invitation. Thank you all for being here. So without wasting much time, let's start with this today's our topic. Is the screen visible to you all?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's continue. So as already I have told that the topic for this 2 days, that is research ethics and methodological integrity. So before going to this topic, because we will have to understand that what is mean by ethics in research, and what are the different, what is mean by this methodological integrity. So before that, we will have to understand about what is mean by research. Maybe here there will be most of the scholars as well as few of the esteemed academician also. But before that, I will just brief about. I will just go on overview of this research. So in this today's topic, I will cover these few of the things like, and as I have already told, an overview on research and what is research ethics, what is methodological integrity, and key areas and research ethics, and key principles of methodological integrity, and finally on conclusion, we will just discuss that what is the importance of this research ethics and methodological integrity and our research. So firstly, if we talk about research, because it's already we can see from its research, because here what we do, we try to find something from uh, the research which have already done, or from other ways. Another way we can say research is careful consideration of study regarding a particular concern or research problem using scientific methods. We talk about characteristics of research, few of the characteristics, because the time will be in limit. So I will focus on few of the important characteristics. Likely, we can say good research follows a systematic approach to capture accurate data. A researcher needs to practice ethics and code of conduct while making observation or drawing conclusion. And the same about ethics, we will talk further in our further slide, and deeply we will discuss there. It creates a path for generating new question. Existing data helps create more research opportunity, because sometimes we take the topic that has been already uh, done by some other researcher, but we try to find the gap and try to fulfill that gap, that what the type of problem has been left and how that can be just improved. Accuracy and research is one of the most critical aspects. The information must be accurate and correct. If we talk about the types of research methods, mostly there are two types. It is classified in two types: qualitative and quantitative. Uh, qualitative uh, uh, Qualitative research is a method that collects data using conversational method, using open-ended questions. The response collected are essentially non-numerical. This method helps a researcher to understand what participant thinks and why they think in a particular way. And we talk about the type of qualitative methods, that includes like one-to-one interview, focus groups, and text analysis, and case study, etc. And about the quantitative methods deal with numerous and measurable forms. It uses a systematic way of investigating events or data. It answers questions to justify relationships, but measures variables to either explain, predict, or control a phenomena. If we talk about the types of quantitative methods, that include like survey research, descriptive, or correlation research, etc. And if we talk about research, it is essential to ensure that your data is valid, accurate, reliable, and complete. So this is about the just an overview of research. That what is research? Now let's talk about our so now let's talk about that what is research ethics. So if we talk ethics, ethics means firstly do good, because while we talk about research, there are some rules which are set to complete the research work. And now maybe if there are all the scholars and most of the academician also, now even the UGC also has formed one of the one of the subject in PhD coursework also, research at research and publication ethics. So ethics means there are few of the rules, and you should follow these rules while you are doing your research work. Research ethics specially refers to a set of moral principles and guidelines that governs the conduct of research to ensure that it carried out a responsible, fair, and morally sound manner. It focuses on safeguarding the right and well-being of all individuals involved in research. Research ethics aims to prevent unethical practices and ensure the researcher uphold values. Because before, maybe there was even not the system of plagiarism. Now that is, even now if we'll talk that AI is also added. Well, we do plagiarism in a few of the software like this Drillbit and Tarantino also. Ethical research contributes to public trust and the scientific process and ensures that research findings are credible and can be applied responsibly in the real world. So that is one of the that is overview of the research ethics. And about the key points we will talk later. So now what is integrity? So here, because we are talking about methodological integrity. Methodological integrity refers to the rigorous adherence to sound, consistent, and accurate research methods. It ensures that it is carried out in a responsible way. It emphasizes the quality of the research design and the proper application of techniques that ensures the credibility and reliability of research findings. Methodological integrity ensures that research methods are robust, repeatable, and free from bias or error, ultimately ensuring that the findings can be trusted. It also involves a high level of transparency so that the methods can be scrutinized, replicated, or challenged by other researchers contributing to the body of knowledge in a field. So here we can briefly say that that things means do good. Whatever the rules and instruction are set for research purpose, we should follow these all. And if we talk about integrity, be honest. Because if we are carrying few of the references or few of the work, then we should give the credit to that person also, and bibliography or in our references. So now talk about the key aspects that what are the key areas in the research ethics. Firstly, there should be honesty, because while we are doing any research, that the researcher must be truthful about their research methods, finding, and contribution, because this involves accurately representing the data, collecting, avoiding falsification or fabrication, and being honest in the reporting of result. Because if these things will not be accurate, then maybe the result will be biased. There will not be any truthness in the result. Next one, that is objectivity. Researchers are expected to remain impartial, free from bias, and focused on ensuring that their personal belief, financial interest, or other pressures do not influence the research outcome. Next one, that is confidentiality. While the researcher is going to collect the data, ensuring the privacy of participant and the security of any person or sensitive data gathered during the research process. Researcher must protect the identities of participants unless explicit consent is given for disclosure. And the next one, that is respect for intellectual property. Properly acknowledging the contribution other to avoid plagiarism. As already I have told that ethics mean do good. And if we are taking any content from others, researchers, or from we are taking reference from other thesis or from research paper, then we should give also the credit of that person, and we should also just mention in the reference or bibliography. The next, that is informed consent. Because while the researcher is going to collect the data, we should inform the participant that for which purpose we are going to use the data. Participant must be fully informed about the research and what is its purpose, procedure, and potential risk. They should voluntarily agree to participate without any form of coercion. Next, that is non-malfeasance or avoiding harms, we can say. Because while we talk about this fresh research, then the first purpose should be there, that how it will be beneficial from the for the society, and there should be minimum harm and maximum benefit for society. Its researcher have a duty to ensure that no harms come to a participant as a result of their research. This include both physical harms and psychological, or we can say emotional distress also. The next, that is justice. Ensuring fairness in selection of participants. No group is unfairly burdened or excluded from the potential benefit of the research. And finally, accountability. Researcher must take responsibility for their research practices, ensuring that they are transparent, awareness to the public, and compliant with established guidelines and law. So these are a few of the key areas in research ethics. As I have already mentioned, that while a person is going to do research, he should be honest, and the objectives of the research should be clear, and mostly the main things there, this should be beneficial for the society, and there should be minimum harmness and maximum beneficial. Now let's talk about the just for the So now we talk about the key principles of methodological integrity. First, here we can say is consistency. Research methods should be applied uniformly and systematically. Consistency ensures that any findings are the result of proper methodological application rather than accidental variation in how the research was conducted. Because if uh, 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 the methods will be in a proper way, then the result will also be clear. Second one, that is accuracy. The data collection methods, instruments, and analysis technique should be precise and capable of producing valid and truthful results. Researchers should minimize error and biases in measurement and analysis. Now we have the next one, that is validity. Validity refer to whether the researcher truly measures what it claims to measure. It addresses whether the conclusion draw from the research accurately, reflect the phenomenon being studied. There are different type of validity, such as internal validity or external validity. Internal validity, whether the results are due to variable tested, and about the external validity, whether the finding can be generalized beyond the study sample. Now, the reliability. Reliability refers to the consistency of the research findings over time. If a study is repeated under the same condition, it should yield the same result. Reliable research is stable and can be reproduced by other researchers. Next one, that is replicability. Replicability, a crucial aspect of scientific rigor, is whether the research can be replicated by others. This ensures that findings are not unique to a single experiment, but represent a general truth. Next, that is transparency. Researchers should clearly and openly document their research design, procedure, data analysis methods, and any assumption or biases. This transparency allows other researchers to assess the validity and reliability of the study and enable future applications. Objectivity in methodology. So researcher must choose methods that are appropriate to the research questions without allowing personal preferences or biases to influence methodological choices. They must also be willing to adapt or change methods if more suitable alternatives are available. Next one, that is peer review and scrutiny. Methodological integrity is strengthened through peer review, whether other experts critically assess the research methods and procedure. Peer review ensures that methods adhere to standards and can withstand scrutiny. And last one, that is ethical methodology. While methodology focus on the technical aspects of research, it is also linked to ethics. Researchers must ensure that their methods do not compromise the rights and dignity of participant or violent ethical norms. So if we talk about this briefly, both research ethics and methodological integrities are foundation to credible and responsible research. Ethics ensure that researchers conduct their work morally and with respect for participants, while methodological integrity guarantee the accuracy, consistency, and replicability of the research. Together, they build the trustworthiness of scientific inquiry and contribute to meaningful level knowledge creation. So we can say why these are important or conclusion. Firstly, the intersection of research ethics and methodological integrity. Research ethics and methodological integrity form the cornerstone of responsible and impactful scientific inquiry. Both dimensions are integral to ensuring that research contribute positively to the body of knowledge while upholding the highest standard of accountability, transparency, and moral responsibility. As we delve deeper into the role and importance of these principles, we realize that they do not operate in isolation, but are deeply interconnected, creating a robust framework for conducting reliable, trustworthy, and socially responsible research. Both embracing ethical and methodological guidelines, researchers are not only safeguarding the interest of participants and stakeholders, but also enhancing the credibility, accuracy, and utility of their findings. And insight emerging from such endeavor. Now, the next that is promoting the ethical foundation of research. In research ethics and methodological integrity, one of the most significant reasons for adhering to research ethics is the promotion of a just and fair research environment. Ethics ensure that human dignity is preserved, especially when dealing with sensitive research topics that involves human participants or environment concerns. Ethical considerations protect the right of participants, ensuring that they are fully informed and willingly consent to participate in studies. As we have I have already informed that while the researcher is going to collect the data at that time, the participant they should be willing to give their consent, because we can't force any of the person to give his or her consent about your topic. This ethical foundation guarantee that research is conducted with respect, fairness, and empathy, making the research environment not only safe but also inclusive. Respecting diversity, culture, background, and individual right ensures that research outcomes are not biased are secured due to social or cultural difference. Because while we are doing any research at the time, we are leaving behind all the caste, creed, and reason. Researchers, by adhering to ethical guidelines, demonstrate their commitment to justice, making their work more relevant and beneficial to a broader audience. Furthermore, ethical research practices help to avoid exploitative scenarios where vulnerable population may be used solely for the benefit of academic advancement. Researcher must be mindful of the power dynamics inherent in certain research context, and it is the ethical guidelines that keep these concerns at the forefront, ensuring fairness and preventing harm. Because as already I have told that we should be minimize the harms and we should more work for the beneficial of society in any research. Now, strengthening public trust in research. One of the most visible benefit of adhering to research ethics and methodological integrity is the enhancement of public trust and scientific inquiry. The public's confidence in research institutions, universities, and individual scientists play a vital role, and the expectance and application of research findings. When a research follow ethics and methodological standards, the public can be assured that the data, conclusion, and recommendation offered are credible, reliable, and unbiased. Public trust, once lost, is hard to regain. Adhering to research ethics helps to rebuild and sustain this crucial trust. When participants see that their well-being is the priority, they are more likely to engage with and support the methodology and honest in their findings. Furthermore, when the public perceives that researchers are transparent in their methodology and honest in their finding, they are more likely to respect and apply a scientific recommendation leading to social advancement and policy changes based on sound science. As I have already mentioned before, that while a researcher is collecting data, at that time he or she should inform all the things to the participants, that what is the objective of their research and why they are working on this topic and how that will be beneficial for the society. Researchers who adhere to strict ethical standard and robust methodology therefore acts as a server of public trust. By doing so, they contribute not only to the advancement of knowledge, but also to the overall credibility of the scientific enterprise. Now, the next one, that is advancing the quality and impact of research. A key benefit of methodological integrity lies in the quality of the research finding, because integrity ensures that research methods are consistent, accurate, and replicable. This leads to outcome that can be trusted and used by others to build upon. Rigorous methodology prevent error, reduce biases, and provide a clear path for future researcher to replicate studies and confirms finding. Because if there will be, the methodology will be used properly, and a research which has been already done before, and the other researcher is going to do that again, the finding, or we can say the conclusion, will be same if it is appropriate. When researcher adhere to establishes the transparent methodologies, the chances of producing reliable and valid result are significantly higher. But that will be only on the condition that the methodology used for your research, that should be accurate for your research. This in turn enhance the quality of research thesis, research papers, or reports, journals, and articles to the academic community. Moreover, high quality research is more likely to be published in reputed journal, presented at conference, and cited by peers, increasing its visibility and impact within the academic and professional world. Methodological integrity also support the generalizability of research when methods are clearly outlined, consistent, and precise. The findings are not limited to the sample or context of the specific study, what can be applied to a broader population or situation. This ensures that the research contributes meaningfully to its field, offering insights and solutions that can be widely implemented. The value of scientific findings lies not only in their immediate results, but it's also contribute a progressive and collaborative scientific discourse. So next, that is ethical research for societal well-being. Research is not conducted in a vacuum. It has real-world implications, from advancements in healthcare to innovation in technology and environmental sustainability. The research process has a significant impact on societal well-being. Ethical research ensures that this impact is positive, because if the research will be within the ethics, then the impact will also be positive. If we take an example of any research related to medical research, that the ethical considerations surrounding patient care, consent, and treatment protocols are critical. Methodological integrity complements ethical research by ensuring that the findings are robust, credible, and applicable to solving societal problems. In areas like public health, education, or climate change, Sound research method produce reliable data that can shape effective policies, improve public welfare, and create long-lasting positive changes. Society benefits when research is conducted ethically and with integrity, as it leads to well-informed policies, practices, and technologies. Ethical lapses or methodological flaws, on the other hand, can lead to harmful consequences, misguided policy, or loss of trust in science and institution. Because if the research that will not be framed or completed in ethics, the result will not be fruitful, or these results will not be beneficial for the society, because that these results will not be genuine result, or we can say a true result. So now, creating a culture of accountability and collaboration. Research ethics and methodologically integrity foster a culture of accountability and collaboration in the academic and scientific communities. When researchers are committed to ethical principles and sound methodologies, they become accountable to their participants, colleagues, institutions, and society at large. Because this accountability encourages collaboration among researchers, as ethical guidelines promote fairness in crediting, authorship, and respecting intellectual property. Ethical research also demands transparency, which leads to open sharing of data and methods, enabling other researchers to reproduce studies, challenge finding, or build upon them. Moreover, ethical research strengthens the peer review process. When research is conducted ethically and methodologically sound, it can undergo rigorous scrutiny and peers. This ensure that only high quality research enters the scientific records. Research ethics and methodological integrity are also vital in ensuring that no undue influence, whether from funding agencies or personal biases, can distort the research process. Ethical guidelines establishes clear boundaries between researcher and external influences, ensure that the integrity of the research remain intact. Now, the last, that is preventing misconduct and ensuring fairness. Another crucial role of research ethics and methodological integrity is the prevention of scientific misconduct. Misconduct such as data fabrications, falsification, and plagiarism undermines the trustworthiness of the research process and can have far enhancing consequences, both for individual research and scientific community as a whole. Adhering to ethical guidelines ensures that all researchers is conducting honesty, and transparency, reducing the chances of misconduct. It promotes a culture of fairness where credit as researchers conduct honesty and transparency. And methodological integrity similarly prevents researcher from engaging in practices like p-hacking. P-hacking means manipulating data to find statistically significant result. By adhering to both ethical and methodological guidelines, researcher can avoid these pitfalls, contributing a body of knowledge that is credible, reliable, and ethical sound. Finally, simply in conclusion, research ethics and methodological integrity are the twin pillars of responsible scientific inquiry and research. Together, they ensure that research is conducted in a manner that is respectful, fair, and accountable, while also producing results that are level, valid, and replicable. These principles are not mere formalities, but are essential for safeguarding the rights of participants, maintaining public trust, and advancing knowledge in ways that benefit society. Adhering to these standards creates a research environment where creativity, collaboration, and innovation can flourish, grounded in a foundation of respect for human dignity and a commitment to intellectual honesty. In a world that increasingly relies on scientific research to solve complex global problems, the importance of research ethics and methodological integrity can be overstated. A researcher, by following these principles, not only contribute to the advancement of knowledge, but also ensure that their work has a meaningful positive impact on society. Through ethical and methodological sound research, we pave the way for a future where science can continue to thrive as a force for good, guiding humanity towards a better, more informed world. Keep this in mind as we move forward, knowing that every efforts we make to uphold these standards bring immense value not only to our work but to the broader research community and society as a whole. And finally, I will just clear in one line that while we are doing the research, we should keep in mind all the fixed rules, and for research purpose, we should work with honesty. Thank you. That's all for my side, from my side. If anybody want to ask any questions, these are few of the references from where I take these all data. And if you have any question, then you may ask. Any participant, if you have any question, then you may ask.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's my pleasure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Now it's time for question and answer session. Is there anyone wants to ask question? The session is over to you. Now I call upon Mrs. Devalakshmi for the vote of thanks.
Good evening. Firstly, I'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker and resource person, Dr. Ram Krishnan, who shared his expertise with us today. Your presentation and discussion provided us with deeper insight into the topic, research ethics, and methodological integrity. We are truly grateful for your time and dedication, sir. I thank our management for giving the opportunity to organize this event. I thank our Dean Sir, VP Sir, and HOD Ma'am for their support and motivation to organize this event. I thank the organizing committee members and the department faculty members who worked tirelessly. I would also like to thank our participants for their enthusiastic engagement and participation. As we look ahead to the fourth day of workshop tomorrow, thank you all once again for your valuable contributions. Have a fabulous evening, and I look forward to seeing you all back here tomorrow. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. We haven't got the feedback link.
Yes, sir. I will post it shortly.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Where in the YouTube, right? Or YouTube in the group?
Both, sir. YouTube as well as in the Zoom chat.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. It was a nice session. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you received, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation. That was, we gained a lot of inputs and a lot of insights is given for the purpose of research. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to SRM Ramapuram and Department of English and other foreign languages for providing me this platform to express my views on the topic that was research, ethics, and methodological integrity. It has been an enriching experience, and I am truly honored to be here, the opportunity to engage with all the wonderful audience. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you once again. Thanks.
Thank you, Ram, sir. We feel so privileged to hear your insights. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear participants, the feedback link is posted. Kindly fill your feedbacks. It is posted on YouTube as well. Thank you, participants.